We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Our world is completely controlled by an interconnected web of secret societies, and tonight we're going to take a look inside one of the most well-known and powerful of all secret societies, Skull and Bones. Located at Yale University, Skull and Bones was formed in 1832. Every year, only 15 new members are selected into this secret society. Candidates are chosen based on bloodlines and their own individual power and influence and ability to help the society. New members are put through a satanic initiation process inside their literal tomb on Yale's campus. The tomb was built in 3 stages beginning in 1856 and finishing in 1912. The building looks like a literal tomb and is covered in demonic and satanic artwork and sculptures. Most interesting, though, is that the members of Skull and Bones are said to be literal grave robbers who steal and store the skulls and bones of famous people. The most famous person's remains that they are said to possess is Native American hero Geronimo, whose remains are rumored to have been stolen by none other than Prescott Bush in 1917. The family of Geronimo even sued the Skull and Bones for the return of the remains, but the case ended up being dismissed because the law that they were citing only covered grave robberies after 1982. And as creepy as actual grave robbing is and the storage of human remains, wait until you see this leaked video of their satanic initiation ritual.
The videotape provides a grainy glimpse into what appear to be the initiation rituals of a secret society that's been around since 1832. Whose members have gone on to be leaders of Wall Street and the White House, the Senate and the Supreme Court.
They're sort of trying to scare the initiates, make them, disorient them, frighten them.
New York Observer investigative reporter Ron Rosenbaum accompanied a team of Yale students who shot these pictures 9 days ago. Rosenbaum's curiosity about Skull and Bones was permanently piqued when, as a classmate of George W. Bush, he lived right next to the tomb, the group's heavily fortified home. From their perch, Rosenbaum and his cohorts taped the tomb's courtyard. What they captured, they say, was initiates, known as neophytes, being forced to kiss a skull, then members performing a mock killing. It may look like your average fraternity nonsense, but Rosenbaum says it's not.
Even though it may seem silly to us, it seems to mean something to them, and you can't argue with the success of Skull and Bones.
True. Famous alums include senators John Kerry and John Chafee, to name 2, cabinet secretaries such as Averell Harriman, and 3 presidents, William Taft, George Bush, and George W. Bush, who's been reluctant to talk about Skull and Bones.
Does it still exist? The thing is so secret, I'm not even sure it still exists.
Another part of the Skull and Bones initiation is to make members lay naked in a coffin and masturbate while confessing their deepest, darkest sexual secrets, while the other members watch on, surrounding them. And this is all to form a lifelong bond of brotherhood and loyalty among the members of Skull and Bones. They swear to help each other throughout life, placing each other in places of high power. For instance, in just their 187 years of existence, they have had only 2,800 members, but have acquired impressive statistics. Keep in mind that not all members of Skull and Bones are even known, and since 1982, no list has been published at all of Skull and Bones members. But just from what is known, we have 3 known Bonesmen as U.S. presidents: William H. Taft, George H.W. Bush, and his son George W. Bush. We have 5 Bonesmen that made it to the Supreme Court as justices. We have the first chair of the Criminal Federal Reserve Bank was a known Bonesman. Dozens of U.S. senators and congressmen are also tied to Skull and Bones. Another fun Skull and Bones fact is that in the 2004 presidential election, we actually had 2 Bonesmen running against each other in the same race. John Kerry and George W. Bush were both members of Skull and Bones. This group literally has influence in all branches of government as well as hundreds of members in intelligence, media, and banking industries. That is a great deal of power for any one organization, and Skull and Bones is just one of the hundreds of known secret societies that make up the web of elite power that rules over us all. Think of what we don't know and have yet to discover about the Luciferian elite that lords over all of us. It's important to inform yourself and others about the truth about who really rules over our world. Secret societies are very real and powerful, and Skull and Bones is a good, researchable, and verifiable secret society with enormous power and influence. So share this video to spread the truth about Skull and Bones and the satanic elite, and thanks for watching Conspiracy Theories and Chill. We'll see you next time right here on Me on Things and Stuff.